Hi, this is Ronnie and welcome to my channel and welcome to How to Kill a Kit with Style. I am going to be scrapping this picture of my granddaughter. This was her second birthday. They had an actual birthday party that coming weekend, but we got a cake just for them to share on their birthday. And I went to get my camera and turn around and see she already took one scoop out of the cake and was taking the second one. My fault. I put her in the chair. But yeah, I wanted to scrap it because it was just so cute. She just picked that scoop up and went right to it. When I picked up my 6x6 paper pad, it had a lot of scraps in it. And I thought, I'm going to do one layout and try to use a bunch of the scraps. So this is the layout I'm doing that with. Of course, I've accumulated more scraps since then because I think this was maybe the first one that I made. I am not sure. But I made like 5 in one day. And for some reason, this is the one I used my scraps on. I can't remember. It's been like 2 weeks now. This one here, the reason I picked this paper, it looks like ice cream scoops, or in this case, icing scoops. It's got like real glossy, pretty circles on it with little teeny tiny gold dots. And see, I'm showing it close up. And it's really shiny on the dots. And I am going to end up making a mistake later, and I am going to cover it up with one of those dots. It's with my Nuvo drops, and I'm going to cover up with the drops, and it's going to look just fine once I get done and fix it. And there's 2 clips missing from this. I don't know where they went, what happened to them. I have searched my whole computer, but you know, they're numerical order, and when I had a gap, I went looking, and of course, one of the first things I do is look at the numbers on there, and there's 2 missing. So there's a little bit that you're going to miss, and mainly it's gluing the stuff down that I'd already pulled out, including the title. But I went ahead and decided I'd go and upload it because of the fact that I am using scraps, and to encourage you all to pull out your scraps, make a layout with your scraps, and just cut them apart and make it look like they're full pieces, and tuck them behind your picture, and in this case, a banner, and do a layout with scraps. You know, I'm thinking maybe the mistake I made is in one of the clips, because the next one that I did have on here shows me putting Nuvo drops in that corner. So y'all may not see it, but I smeared them. And I couldn't clean it up, so I just cut one of those ovals and circles and put it down there in the corner. And since, you know, it's raised anyway, when I put it on there, it didn't look any different really than the rest of the circles, so it looked fine. And I didn't smear the next Nuvo drops. But yeah, there's plenty of scraps in there, so I am using a lot and making it bright and colorful for a happy birthday. Yeah, this was like 9 o'clock at night, and Reagan was just so wide awake. And Charlie had fell asleep. I tried to keep her awake. We'd called their mom and asked her if she wanted to come out and have some cake with us. And she said, yeah, sure. Well, she's one of those types that don't get in a hurry. And she was very, very, very late. We waited a good while. But by then we were hungry anyway, so I guess it worked out. But Charlie still wasn't too wide awake, but Reagan made up for it. Yeah, it was hard keeping up with her, especially after she ate some of that cake and got a sugar rush. So I do have a thing up there that says sugar rush because, yeah, she was awake for a good while after that. But the green paper, the one has little tiny polka dots that's a lighter green, and then the other one is solid. So they do look different. You can tell one was darker. But the dots look more like the green that's in the solid piece. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. But I don't think that piece of paper right there with the birthday hats actually went with the paper pad. I think it was in there for making a card. And I think it goes with the Hooray collection. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm kind of thinking it does. And yeah, I thought it'd go perfect with this, even though they do not have birthday hats on. I thought I'd have it to go. And see this piece here? It is not a very big piece, but I thought it'd go really good with this and just add something. And I still think it does. I like the way it looks with it. The cake has some kind of pink icing on it. That's a die cut that I'm going to be using on here. And they're not quite the same shade, but they're close enough. So I thought it'd go really well. And that doily was already with the doilies cut. And I thought, well, I'll be using that pretty quick. The color, you know, because I just love the color. I think I used about all of them that was in one set I bought. So I had to turn around and buy another set because I cannot find a set that's a whole thing of just that color. So yeah, I got plenty of the other colors because I bought 2 of the sets. And that Sugar Rush, I'm putting it up there just because that child, you know, acted like she had a sugar rush after she ate that cake. And, oh, and that soda bottle. I wanted to use that there. It is just so cute, but I don't. And I end up using it on another layout. And I really like it well on that. Well, in fact, I think I've already uploaded the other layout. And that Yummy, too, it's on another layout that I already uploaded. And here, see me cutting that circle off the bottom? That's where I covered up my mess I made with the Nuvo drops. Yeah, I had to put the E back on. And you really can't tell it after that, especially once I put the Nuvo drops on. And, you know, with the others being raised a little bit, you really can't tell. In the close-up, you can check. But, oh, and see the stitches here? That did not happen until right before I started this video editing and voiceover. Every time I looked at this layout in the last couple weeks, I kept thinking, I should have stitched around that banner. Well, I finally decided to do it. I thought, if I'm going to do this video, I am going to go ahead and stitch. And that way it'll be like I want it. The thing is, I goofed on the thread. Yeah. If you notice, see that number 2 down there? You know, it's been a couple of weeks. I picked the wrong color, pink, to go around there. And I was over halfway done, not a whole lot over, just a little bit over, when I noticed that I got the wrong one. And see, here I'm checking this time and holding it up there because my decision, and I was wishing I had a way to do a poll and ask you all. I was thinking somehow, I know there is a way on YouTube, but I thought, I don't want to go to that much work to ask you all because then it's got to be out there and waiting and waiting and waiting. So, and I was wanting to sew right then. So I went ahead and made the decision myself, although I was wanting other opinions. And I made it 3 different colors of pink. So this one's darker than the number 2. It looks almost like a red, but it's not. It's a dark pink. And so, yeah, they each have a different pink on there when I would have rather had them all the same color. I don't know what made me pick that one up. I thought I looked at them and set the one I wanted right next to me. And then I got the needle out and all that and did it with a different color. But, yeah, that's my layout. I appreciate you all taking your time to watch. And if you look down below, there'll be links to a bunch of other gals doing the How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. And they'll have so much inspiration. It's just unreal. See, there's where I added it. I fixed it where you can actually tell when you see it with the camera. But when you look at the whole thing, you really don't notice it. I had to get it at an angle from the side where you could see the lift for you to see it at all. But yeah, I goofed. And if you leave a comment below, I will get back with you. And tell me if you think I should have used one of the 2 colors, should have unstitched all that banner, which, you know, the thought entered my mind, but not for long. And what you think I should have done about the 3 different colors of stitching. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate you subscribing. Thank you all so much for watching and have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.